gonna go for a walk because I lost the drone this morning. I was flying towards the second ridge. So beautiful how the sunlight hit the rocks, but I lost connection, which often happens if I fly over the hill and there's no direct radio connection between the transmitter and the drone. You know, the connection is broken, but because it remembers where it got up, it will fly up and come back. This time I didn't do that. I don't know for what reason. Maybe I hit a tree and it wasn't able to go up anymore. I don't know, so just gonna go there for a walk, see if I can find it. It's about an hour and a half, because I have to go into this ridge here and come up on that peak, and then go into another small valley and then come out again. You know, the beauty of this view is all these layers, but if you want to walk there, it's like in and out and in and out. But it's a beautiful day. It's actually quite warm. Don't need a jacket. So let's go. Okay, the first ridge. Quite a bit more snow here. I'm going to continue around the corner, which is pure north, so I think it's a bit more snowy there. It's actually not the second, but the third ridge. So that's the second ridge in the middle of the shot, and over there I need to see a little house over there. That's one of the farms. I think slightly lower down I crashed. I'm inside the second gorge now, or gully, how do you call it? It's interesting to see the animal tracks use exactly the same path as the humans. They're all in the same direction. Alright, going up again. Okay, I've arrived. This is where the goats were a few weeks ago. A few houses here, so my drone should be there. It's quite a bit of snow here, so it should make it easier to find it. Well, let's see. Yeah, it's there. Upside down. Wonder what happens. Alright, drone is retrieved. It's a beautiful location, this one. These cabins have an amazing view. Kind of 360 because you're at the end of a ridge. But renovating something like this, I think nobody's gonna do it. This place is only accessible by foot. You know, people back in the day, they had a donkey or a horse. Houses are built with stone that is just available here, so it's also wood available. So rebuilding it to today's standards, which are much different, obviously, safety-wise, as back then. Speaking about foundations and building codes and seismic reinforcements that are now required. Will stay ruins, but a beautiful place to have a break, go for a walk. The farmer uses it still. The goats, maybe cows too. But yeah, oh, happy the drone is back. Done. The last stone on top of the gable wall. These walls are finished. Quite a bit of work to be done here, but it feels good to reach this point. First stone, early May was it, I think, down there, and now the last, well, not the last stone, but definitely the highest stone has been laid. It's a great feeling. A lot of mixes, a lot of stone collecting, but it's getting there. Almost the shortest day of the year, but it is a beautiful week, very sunny, a bit milder in weather. Yeah, I'm gonna continue here. Let's see if I can already put some boards on, because then I can put stones here, which makes it easier to work. See if I can get the trailer close, but this is it's a good moment.
C'è il poi del peperoncino.
Ok, io ce l'ho un'altra tripla, la mettiamo qua.
No, love it. They made a TV stuff on them. Grazie mille a voi. Buon lavoro. Grazie.
Però.
Ciao. Ciao.
C'è anche il...
thought about buying a nail gun for a long while to speed this up, but it's just enjoyable work hammering nails. I had this hammer for a while. I found it when I was 9 or 10 years old, walking back from school. There was this paper container, it was always there. Container where old newspapers and magazines were stored. And one day the door was open and I don't know, just walked inside, have a look. In between the newspapers and magazines was this hammer. Thought it was quite cool, brought it home. And then at some point it was gone. And many years later I figured out my brother had it in his toolbox. Like really many years later. So I took it back. And now it's been here. It's been helping me a lot for 4.5 years already. So yeah. I'm not gonna buy a nail gun. I don't have a business, you know, I do this for pleasure. It's an enjoyable work, and yeah, maybe you're watching, if you're missing a hammer since 1992, 93, I can send it back if you want, but I'm actually quite attached to it. I could buy you a new hammer. Anyway.
Look at that.
Are you ready?
Just closing them. See? These are too Christmassy.
Yeah.
We got canela and orange, lavender, jasmine, rose, and orange.
Is it hard?
No, yeah, it's hard. You can touch it.
It looks like it. If I can eat it,
No.
I can try it.
No. This is my favorite one. So canela-ish.
Very nice. Yeah. Lavender.
And the jasmine. I love jasmine.
Yeah. Wow. And you're gonna smell them more if they are. And this is pine.
These are still like
Oh, tea.
canela. Canela, tea, and orange. Christmas gifts. Pronto.
Pineapple chicken. That's wild.
I didn't put pineapple on the chicken.
No, I like it together.
You
I
want
think it's great.
You want to put it together? Because I didn't cook it together.
No, it doesn't have to be good. No, I think it's nice.
Yeah, you could add.
Yeah, buon appetito.
Buon appetito. Oh wow. There's a room.
You ready?
I'm ready.
I'm gonna stain a few boards and cut them, and then we're starting there now. And then you can help me nailing them. There's a hammer over there. The nails are over here. Okay, that's it. So we do one here and there and there and there, and at the end we do two. So here another one,
Okay.
and we never nail in the middle, so we keep this clean. We nail like here and there, right?
Another here, like
Yeah,
a
because-
little bit on the edge.
Because the sleepers will sit in the middle, and sometimes you have a screw that needs to go in for the things that come on top, and sometimes the nails can be in the way. So you put them a little bit on the side.
You smell really bad. Yucks. Oh. Oh. She was in the trash. Glass.
course.
You smell bad.
Voorhand.
Okay, I'll give you something to eat.
a wrap for this year. We're gonna be around, but there's also be family visits and Christmas holidays, so I think this is gonna be the last video for this year. I think I've reached my goals, which was having the walls finished and being able to work on the roof this winter as weather allows. But yeah, even if I don't reach my goals, I try to adjust them long before I can see things are not going the way I planned them to go. But yeah, it's been going well. It was a lot of work, stacking stones almost all of the year. Well, I looked it up, the first stone was actually late May, so I started late in spring. But yeah, I'm glad this is behind me. There's a few more stones to be laid in between the rafters. That's why I kept the roof boards off at the lower parts of the roof. But yeah, it's been a great year. Ella moved in basically in summer, so she's been spending more and more time here, and she was here also last winter, so she knows what it means to live here in winter, but we both very much enjoy living here together, so it's been good. Thanks for watching. It's good to have you here for really more than 4 years. Yeah, 4 years. I'm not gonna change a thing. It's just gonna continue next year, building, focusing on the workshop. I want to have that completely finished before I continue with the second cabin. So there's still quite a bit of work to be done. So yeah, enjoy the holidays and the break if you have one, and see you next year.